Wow. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. And I have to say, the energies are so intense here today. And just excuse me while I get rid of that echo. Yeah, it is. With the energy of Archangel Raphael here, one of the things you're going to discover is that healing is a natural function of who and what you are as a conscious entity. You are not that body that you're existing through. You are living through that form. And we're going to get into that in a moment. Before, I've got some announcements to make. First, however, I want to announce the winner of this month's from my Patreon account. The winner of this month's free reading with me is Patricia Mitchell. Patricia, you'll be getting an email today. And thank you, patrons, for all your support. Helps keep me free enough to do these sessions 4 times a week. So thank you so much for that. Also want to remind my patrons that on November the 7th, our private meeting for 7 p.m. on November the 7th is going to be happening. It's going to be the Divine Collective, and they're going to be discussing the current transition we are going through as a collective species, the transition that we're going through. One of the things they did want me to say about that before I move away from this is that transition must be undertaken consciously and deliberately. It is not going to happen automatically. You cannot go to a default setting during this huge movement of ascension right now that does involve our environment. Our environment is going through changes based on our collective emotional energy. People don't understand that emotion and energy are synonymous. They influence and affect each other all the time. Emotion organizes matter. Very important part. They want me to just leave that with you. So patrons, that'll be November 7th at 7 p.m. I look forward to seeing you guys there for that live event. As I said, the energy from Archangel Raphael is particularly very intense. I've literally been bouncing around here and feeling the energy of this. And I want to let you understand that there's a deliberate function to healing. Healing is deliberate. It's not accidental. Just as disease can become deliberate, not accidental. It is the emotions that we utilize that coordinate what is happening in our bodies and in our minds. Okay. So the body that you find yourself in has a default setting for healing in it. The body that you're in has a default setting for healing in it. The reason it has a default setting contained within it is that it is your responsibility up to a certain point where you become self-aware enough that you can initiate and stimulate healing deliberately, both in your body, in your mind, and in your world. The default settings of the body will take you to a place where enough self-awareness has occurred that you can begin to interact, utilizing the mechanisms of your thoughts, the mechanism of emotion through the medium of your body. And the use of those two faculties of thought and emotion, when combined, produce the existing conditions in your body and in your environment. It is a process that must be undertaken deliberately. Those of you who find yourself suffering needlessly often are doing so because you do not have the knowledge and understanding to make the distinction between yourself, your mind, your emotions, and your body. Therefore, you are unable to coordinate a deliberate healing process. So many of you have been conditioned that your subsistence from the perspective of mental and emotional and thought well-being must depend exclusively on the external world. But nothing can be further from the truth. This process of healing, which is to make whole and complete that which is not whole and complete, or to expand and extend the capabilities of something, must be deliberate and intentional. You must cultivate the awareness that you can and do, in fact, in any moment, by the nature and quality of the thoughts that you choose, by the nature and quality of the energy that those thoughts generate through your physical medium. These must be consciously and deliberately organized. Many of you have been trained to rely on the external world exclusively for the thoughts and ideas that you would hope that would sustain you. From the perspective of a young child, when you first came into that body, you were wholly dependent upon the environmental conditions to provide you with an understanding of who and what you are, the functions of your body, the function of energy as emotion, the utilization of thought. Unfortunately, what happens for many of you is much of the thoughts and ideas you get are given to you without any good reason. Many of the thoughts and ideas and much of the information in your mind is insufficient to the happiness and wholeness that you're capable of establishing through the function of healing. Healing is not necessarily altering or changing physical conditions in the body, although that is one component of it. Healing includes the capacity to establish a form of thought, a form of action that supports and sustains your life and, in fact, enhances it. Healing is not simply the fixing of a damaged body, but it is also the proper utilization of emotional energy through the utilization of thought interacting with that substance called emotion. Thought interacts with emotional energy. It generates it, it manifests it, it creates it. And as you come to the awareness, and this is where the function of healing becomes your responsibility, when you transition from being identified as just the thoughts that are in your mind, when you transition from believing that you are just a physical entity into the realm of awareness, of consciousness, recognizing you have a mind, you have energy, and you have a body that you are responsible for taking care of, that your body and mind and energy will not take care of themselves. They must be consciously monitored and governed by you as an awareness, as a soul. If your mind and body are not governed from that perspective, then it will default to any form of direction that it receives, whether it be internal, external, based on your memories, based on what others will show you or tell you. But it is highly recommended that if you understand the function of healing must be undertaken as a deliberate process. If your thoughts, your emotions are in alignment to a frequency that I call love, then the conditions that exist within your biology will match that. The conditions in your environment will match that. To the degree and extent that your consciousness engaged more predominantly in the energy of fear or anger, then your conditions in your body and your environment will reflect that. Please understand that emotion and thought are hereditary. Emotion and thought are hereditary for 3 to 4 generations directly and indirectly further back, what you would call other lifetimes. But understanding that the deliberate function of healing must be deliberate. And many of you have defaulted or deferred the process of healing to external sources, thereby depriving yourself of the experiential capacity to induce changes in your own existing conditions. And yet, not one of you can deny that that function exists. That at some point in your process, you must realize that you can alter and change your thoughts, thereby altering and changing the nature and quality of energy that is stimulated in your physical system. For once the thought is generated in the mind, it produces an electrical charge, which in turn, when that charge builds up sufficiently, generates an energy called an emotion. And that energy, once it is an emotion, goes into motion. It begins to affect the conditions of your body. That is easily seen when you see somebody in a state of joy or excitement, that there is a movement of energy that causes a function. As equally as you see somebody who's upset or sad, then you can see there's a deliberate movement of energy through the form of that body. Emotion organizes matter into motion. It is what is responsible for generating the existing conditions in your life. And these emotions originated by the nature and quality of the thoughts that you have garnered from your lifetime and previous experiences, as well as genetically acquired or inherited emotional predispositions, inherited biological predispositions. all of which can fall under the domain of your authority and control to alter and change those existing conditions to be more favorable than what you are experiencing at this time. My goal today is very simple: to bring you to the understanding that you are an awareness, a soul that is capable of organizing your thought independent of your environment, thereby restructuring your emotions to be more favorable and conducive to enjoying the expression and experience of being in a material existence, to bring you to that understanding, to gain feedback through the utilization of thought and the energy that it generates, so that you can recognize that you do indeed create the emotions that you possess, that you can also alter and change the emotions you have inherited or have been given by your environment. You can alter and change those independent of the environment. But you will always see the changes that you make in the existing energy that you have. If you take a negative emotional energy that you've held for many years and you change it from negative to positive, you will see a direct correlative change occur in your environment. In other words, changes will match the emotional alteration that you establish in your own energy, will be mirrored in the environment around you. It is not simply positive thinking. It is a function of generating energy that you would call positive, closer to love, to joy, to compassion, to playfulness, to curiosity, to excitement. These energies, when deliberately stimulated by thoughts consistently repeated in the system of your brain, will generate more and recurrent energies. All thought, all emotion is accumulative and regenerative. Please understand this. And the nature and quality of your thoughts and emotions determines the existing conditions of your life. A life that is deliberately thought out as an experience of wonder and excitement and joy is very different than a life that is not thought out in that fashion. But all healing on all levels occurs according to the nature and quality of the energies brought into play by the nature and quality of the emotions given birth to by the thoughts that you bring into your mind or that you receive into your mind. It would be very important to step back from the inputs of the world, to begin a process of evaluating what are the existing thought forms in your mind and what energies do those thoughts cultivate. And then learning to recognize that you are not the thoughts, you are the awareness observing thoughts, so that you can change from the perspective of observing them. But if you believe that these thoughts are who you are, it's very hard to change. It's like a car believing it is only a car and will only remain a car. But you are not the vehicle, you are not the thoughts, you are not the emotions, you are the one that generates, manifests, and creates them. The deliberate function of healing is when you assume authority over your thought, over your mind, over your emotions. When you begin that deliberative process, you will find great freedom happen in a very short time frame. It does not have to take as long to ameliorate your suffering as it may have taken to create your suffering. Many of you have spent lifetimes in difficulty, and some of you great difficulty in this lifetime. But you do not have to continue that process when you understand what has been said here to you today, that you can begin to alter from the perspective of your being of awareness, that thoughts are not you, that's information that's stored in there, most of which is not even yours. And that the emotions that you experience are generated from certain thoughts that exist either in the deliberate area of your conscious mind or the not so conscious area of your unconscious mind, where much of your information is stored. You cannot harbor your whole experience in the present moment of your mind, but you can go back and make corrections in that subjective field. Wow, thank you. So there are several tiers that he's talking about here that are healing. The tier of the body, there's the healing of the body, but he's saying too that you cannot separate thought, emotion, and biology. They interact with each other. The energy systems are integrated. They're not separated. But you can alter and change the function of energy on the level of thought, thereby altering it on the level of body. It's very important you understand that when you change the energy in the body, the body will change. The body will change. It has no choice in that regard. The body will always follow the energy. And you, as awareness, can generate or create the energy or alter and change the existing energies that you currently harbor in your vehicle. Understand, the vehicle is not the driver, and you are the driver. You must remember you are the driver, the one that can think and choose thoughts, ideas, the one that can generate specific qualities of emotion, which in turn can ameliorate or disintegrate the function of healing in your life, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, this energy from Raphael has been very intense. I'm literally like the amount of heat in my body right now really, really intense. And like I said, I've been literally jumping around and dancing and singing to let this energy move through. And for those of you that are seeking healing right now, that have come here today for the purpose of experiencing healing, let yourself become aware that the transmission of information through this medium, is a transmitted vibration. That if you are able to receive it in the spirit from which it was delivered, there can be changes in your life. For as equally as you can sit and listen to a beautiful song and find yourself captivated by that beautiful song, as easily as you can go through that process of being excited by music, so too you can receive the vibrations that are being transmitted through this medium. You can receive them and allow them to interact with you in much the same fashion that you would allow a beautiful song that you hear to cause your body to sway and dance. Vibration is key in the function of healing. Different qualities of emotion structure different vibrational states in the physical dimension and the existing conditions, which you have choice over. You have choice over receiving vibrations that are beneficial to you and turning yourself away from vibrations that are not beneficial to you. But let that transmission from me to thee be given, and be willing to receive it freely, even if you do not understand, but you feel the vibration is something that you are able to receive. Love is the fundamental nature of what you are. Fear is the fundamental nature of how your body survives. Please understand that love is the fundamental nature of who and what you are. Fear is the fundamental nature of how your body has survived. Through the process of becoming aware of who and what you are, you can transcend the functions of fear and restore yourself to the function of love. And the function of love is complete wholeness, irrespective of the conditions of your biology. There have been many of you born with certain physical difficulties, but if you find your consciousness enjoined in love, then even the most difficult of situation can be a very light burden indeed, from the energy of love, from the energy of joy, from the energy of playfulness and curiosity. But let that vibration from me be transmitted to thee in the fashion, degree, and intensity that you're willing to receive it. Wow, thank you. Let's get into some questions. Good morning. Hello. Just scrolling down here. Question from Betsy. Can I please receive a loving message from the angelic realm today? I'm trying to remind my heart that love wins. I am getting there. Yeah, he's saying, have you not received this? I just gave this to you. Did you receive it? Did you receive it? Many of you are in a receiving mode, but receiving from the wrong sources. Please, there are many sources that are giving to you. Be very mindful of what you will receive and from whom. Be very mindful. Let love be the filter through which you receive things. Let your eye be clear enough that you can see what is fear and what is love. For each will create its own set of circumstances for you. But understand, to be what you are is love. that which is real cannot be threatened. That which is real cannot be threatened. Wow. Thank you so much, Betsy. Great question. Question from Rue Lorca. A woman came to me while I was laying in bed a few weeks ago. I was wondering what she wanted to say. What did she let? Why did she let me feel her? She's saying there is a. These are the words I'm getting. There is a shard of your light that you need to recover. Remember that moment of gratefulness. Remember the moment when we came and we knew each other. Remember the moment we knew. Recover that shard of your light. Recover that shard of your light. That is why I came to you, that you could remember that which is in me is also in thee, which you have turned your eyes from. Turn your eyes back to that moment. Remember the vibration of your being that I stimulated you to be aware of. Coolio. Wow. Wonderful. Okay, let's scroll down here. Can I get a hug from Raphael? Yes, Diane, absolutely. It's going to be a little. If you start feeling the warmth right now, he's telling me you're going to feel it up at this part of your arms. Feel it on both of the arms. Just let yourself feel that. Close your eyes and receive it. He's saying allow the energy to go where it needs to go. For the transmission of healing is like the movement of water. It goes where there is the least resistance. Wow, I like that. Thank you so much. Well, quiet day today. That's wonderful. Hello, Facebook user. Hello. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Well, guys, it looks like we are. How can I? Somebody's asking. How can I on TikTok? Somebody on TikTok's asking. How can I develop myself and connection best today? That's from Teresa. He's saying for you to calm your body, to calm your body, to quiet your mind. Do this through the sacred function of your breath. Quiet your body, quiet your mind, and in the stillness of your mind, be aware of how you feel being aware in that stillness. There is a peace when you are undistracted by the babbling of the mind, and that for those of you that can quiet the babbling of your mind, there will be great peace. But many of you believe that your mind is an authority beyond yourself, and let me clarify that your mind is a servant to you, not your master. Do not humiliate yourself to the limits of your mind. Rather, let your mind be molded and shaped to the limitless possibilities of what you are as a being. Wow, thank you so much. Question from Facebook user. There's an ongoing pain in my back. I've been working on releasing. Any guidance? Thank you. Yes, move your awareness to the place in the back where the pain is the most uncomfortable. Move your awareness to the point in the back where the pain is most uncomfortable, and bring your awareness to that place. When you arrive in that place, speak these words out loud to the discomfort in your back. Speak these words in a fashion that sounds like you actually mean these words. And these are the words now. I'm willing to love you, support you, and take care of you, even if I do not understand you. Speak those words. I'm here to love you, support you, and take care of you, even if I do not understand you. Feel how that part of the back responds as it receives those words from you. For each of you have the capacity to heal. I'm here to love you, support you, and take care of you, even if I do not understand you. Let the pain in your body feel the truth of those words. Deliver them from your soul and feel how your body responds. And please share your experience with those that are watching. It's very important that you share the change in your experience as well. Question from Sonia. I feel that I am currently standing still, not growing effectively. Is there some guidance for what to focus on now? Yeah, I don't know who this is, but it feels like there's whoever this is. It feels like one of your guardian angels. Very small, tiny being, physically small, like little wings and stuff, kind of like floating around like a butterfly. And they're saying to focus on the joy. And I don't know, to focus on the joy of doing. The joy of doing. Get connected. She needs to be reminded that she must learn to find joy in doing. That it strengthens her and liberates her. Yes, in all her actions, she must understand that she must find the joy in her actions, and do no thing that would not give her joy. If you hear the fluttering of a bird in your ear, it's this one trying to communicate with you. Again, I don't even know what this being is, but if you hear the fluttering sound in your left ear, that's that being trying to make certain you hear. It's like I can't make the exact sound, but it's something like that. Sonia, thank you so much. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just checking on TikTok, and I'm trying to work through 3 different mediums here, folks. What did I know before? Someone's asking on TikTok, what did I know before coming into this life force that I need to remember now? That you are an awakened soul. You are a soul in possession of a mind and body. You must remember that your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, your memories are instruments that you utilize through the function of creation through that physical body. Remember, you are a soul, that love is your true nature, that you work in polarity with the survival elements of the body, which is fear, because the body is based in survival. Remember that you are love. Remember that you are love. You may not have loving thoughts, and you may not have loving memories, and you may not feel very good about your body, but the truth about you is that you are love. You are love. It is what you are. A creating intelligence living through a medium of thought, energy, and matter. You are love. Remember that. You are love. Wow. Thank you so much for that. Request from Adam. Can you please ask Archangel Raphael to send healing energy to my mother? Absolutely. It's gone there right now. It's done. It's there. She'll feel it. She's going to feel it in her abdomen first. She'll feel it in her abdomen first. It's going to go up. He's telling me that it's going to elevate her energy up, because she's got a lot of energy trapped in the lower part of her body. He's going to help her elevate that up. Thank you for that request, Adam. Do I connect to people that have passed? Yes, I've connected with people that have passed. Ascended masters, parents, grandparents, children, nieces, people that have been deceased. People. It's unique to every situation, but yes, I have connected people that have passed. Absolutely, it's been very enlightening. This all started 4 years ago for me. This process of mediumship. I've been aware it was happening most of my life. I used to think I was really intelligent, and I began to understand that we are not alone, that there are dimensions of reality, just like there's the dimension of thought that nobody can see, but it's there. We all know it's there. We know it exists. It's a real dimension. You can aware your thoughts. But there's these dimensions that these other beings live on, high vibrational beings that are based in love, and low vibrational beings that are based in fear. These last 4.5 years of my life have been very humbling and profound. And I would wish the truth on anybody, that you understand that you are in any moment never alone, that's really important to cultivate your energy, to lift your energy up, especially during this time of what's called ascension. They talk about ascension to me all the time, that there's these energies coming into our planetary system, and that we have to elevate our energy away from fear to love. Physically, moving your body from fear to love is taking good care of your body, exercising it, eating properly, doing things with it that make it playful and happy. it's important to use these energies that are coming into the planet to elevate the consciousness of your body, to elevate the thoughts in your mind from anger, from frustration, from fear, to joy and compassion and playfulness and curiosity. There's no middle ground here. There are over 1.6 billion people in this process of ascension in varying degrees right now. 1.6 billion people in this process of ascension, of being able to pick up other dimensions and other beings and things like that. And if you don't understand the framework of it, it can be very difficult to navigate. People can think you're crazy because you see fairies or you see trees talking, you know. And if you understand the nature of what you are as a soul, if you understand the nature of the multidimensional realm of consciousness, yes, you can shift your life in a very, very profound and simple way, Adam. I'm so happy your mom's got healing. And thank you for that question about connecting to people that have crossed on the other side. Yeah, peacefulness. Now, I also want, for those of you that aren't here, I'll put this up on the screen. Let's first take a question from Lauren. Question's asking, I'm going to be a grandma and I get worry thoughts. What can I do? Get rid of your worry thoughts. Get excited. A new soul is coming in to join you into this physical dimension. And you've got a connection with them. That's why they're coming into your life. Rejoice. Rejoice at this soul. Relinquish your fear and open up to the possibilities that you get the opportunity to guide a soul towards its highest expression. Isn't that a wonderful thing for parents to consider that possibility? That you're getting the opportunity, grandparents, parents, great-grandparents, you have the opportunity to help a soul realize its highest potential in the manifestation of creation through time, space, and matter. Because that's what you were here for. We're experiencing time, space, and matter from an invisible realm of perception. The thoughts in your mind are invisible. But they exist. Your awareness is invisible, but you know you exist. The medium of your body, the medium of thought and emotion is what you work through. I'm so happy for you, Lauren. Congratulations on this wonderful and exciting news that a soul is coming to join you and get guidance and support and nurturing from you. Put your fear aside. Look at the opportunity for you to elevate another human soul to its highest potential. What a blessing. Wow. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome, Sophie. Congratulations. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm just scrolling through TikTok. Again, I'm trying to, they told me that I had to go through as many multimedia platforms to get this information out. This is so important that people understand there's an actual process of ascent. Yes, I know what you're saying. For those of you that have just tuned in, the energy of Archangel Raphael is coming through me today. And he's transmitting a vibration of healing, knowledge, wisdom, and truth for you to receive, to accept, to reject, and whatever you want. But it's being transmitted. So if you're open to it, receive it. But yes, I'm going through TikTok and I'm also going through YouTube and Facebook. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Okay, I think we got time for two more questions. His name will be Jack Michael. Beautiful name for him. Yeah, Michael likes that. You're welcome. I think we're about done today, folks. I want to thank my patrons once again for coming out. If you want to support my channel, first let me talk about the courses. So we have a 101 masterclass for beginners. For those of you that want to explore mediumship, for those of you that want to reawaken or reactivate your 5 non-physical senses, which is clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance. We work with those 4 primarily, but there's clairgustance, there's other clairs too. But you have non-physical senses that correspond and function to your 5 physical senses. And in the realms of that, they're clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance. Clairvoyance is clear seeing, you can see without eyes. Clairaudience is you can hear without ears, right? Claircognizance is you just know things. You have to form a direct knowing, right? Some people call it gut feeling. We explore the evolution and awakening of those clairs in your body over a 20-day period, up to an hour every day for that 20 days. It works out to about 20 to 24 hours worth of training on how to understand the function of your mind, the function of your body, the function of your soul, to reawaken to who you are. This is about ascension. And you go to my website. I'll put this link back up here again. So those of you that are interested, it's scrolling across the bottom there. And literally end unnecessary suffering. You did not come here to suffer. So This course begins this Saturday. Please come join us. It's $199 US for the 20 days. So please join this program. It will literally change your life and save you a lot of time and needless suffering. We've had students that have ended addictions. We've had students that have found their purpose in life. We have students that have healed their bodies. And I'm sure some of them are probably here. If you're here, please make a comment or statement about your experience with the course so others get to hear. But come out. You did not come to this world to suffer. You came here to live, to create, to manifest. That's what you came here to do, to live, to create, to manifest. Anyway, that starts this Saturday. So come join us. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and check it out. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Love you guys too. So listen, I will see you guys for our Q&A portion of our Shortcuts to the Soul. It's strictly Q&A for the people that come to the channel. YouTube, we're only 29 subscribers away from 2,000. So if you can, hit that like button if you're on my YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified when we come live. And also other ways you can support the channel. You can use the super chat feature anytime you're asking questions. That would be really appreciated. And again, I want to wish you all much love. And thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to come and join us here. This is not a glitzy, tech state-of-the-art type of thing. This is a simple transmission of information. That's my function here, is to transmit information that comes through me, through my guides, my angels, and other ascended masters and collectives. So I want to wish you all much love. Have yourselves a wonderful, a joyful day. Focus on connecting to love. It's what you are. I want to say thank you very much, everybody. Bye for now.